Yeah, what's up everybody? Today we're going to be doing some more of the Tokihogushi playthrough. Yeah, I'm actually quite excited for today. Yesterday was really quite cool. We saw a lot of the, we just saw quite a lot of police related things with Tomoe and, you know, the problems she actually had to go through to, and everything the police department sort of went through when she was actually joining, the police force there. And, yeah, it was actually quite interesting getting introduced to Nagisa as well. I really wonder what's actually going to happen. It looks like we're getting a little bit more on the police side, which, I don't know, I want to see Nagisa and, you know, whatever's happening with her more than, you know, what's happening with Tomoe's lot. But I don't know, we'll probably see quite a lot of stuff. So, yeah, let's get into it. I'm really quite excited for today. I hope it's going to be a lot of fun. Saturday, October 9th, 1982, somewhere in Tokyo, somewhere. So, where is the shop? Where is the shop? It should just be up ahead. Oh god. Somebody definitely sounds like he's trying to hide that he may not know something. Even though he was her boss, Tomoe was approaching the limits of her patience. Oh my god, yeah, definitely. Holy shit, we've seen that beforehand. Jesus, man. Even though this guy is her boss, yeah, let's just say she doesn't really know how to control herself. In fact, they have been walking to this shop for over 30 minutes now. Oh my god. Which shop? The interview at the TC station proceeded faster than expected. Yeah, fair enough. It always does things like that, especially if it's a really nervous occasion. Film wrapped up just a little afternoon. That's lucky. Even though she was so strongly opposed to coming here, she instigated a major brawl with Vegeta. Oh my god, she did! I mean, to be fair, yeah, I suppose that thing that we saw yesterday could be described as that. The interview turned out easier than expected. Yeah, that's good. And once it was over, she had no complaint. Good. Oh, the only problem was what to do with their time afterwards. What should we do now? Something wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Yeah, definitely. I was just thinking the interview went faster than expected, so I would have thought if Tomoe was obviously mad at the interview for happening just because it would give her a little bit of time off work. If anything, that would be the reason. It's just really quite funny she cares about her job so much so that time off work is, you know, something to be sad about. Oh my god. It really just shows how much she enjoys it and obviously how much of a duty she feels while doing it. And Tomoe pulled the reserved seat ticket from what she said that and then compared the printed time to the clock on the wall. She was planning to take advantage of the upcoming holiday and head to her grandmother's house in Ibaraki. Oh, right after the interview was over. But looking at the departure time of the express train from Ueno, she had about 3 times to spare. Oh, nice. It's no problem at all. Why not do some sightseeing? Tokyo Tower, Ueno Zoo. Oh. Oh yeah, that's understandable. I was a Tokyo girl back in my school days, so I'd be glad to do any of those again. Both were typical destinations for couples on a date, so how much fun could a single woman have going on a... Oh my god, yeah, definitely, yeah. And, yeah, that'd be kind of weird if a location that typically is for dates would be visited by somebody that is dating a sister. Was he just messing with her? In that case, what about Akihabara? Oh my god, people have been talking about some state-of-the-art PC, but they're not saying... Well, I think that is definitely true. I mean, don't you think that computer knowledge will be essential in the future? I'm not going. Oh my god. I already have a word processor on. I'm not nearly wealthy enough to drop over 300,000 yen or something like that. So 300,000 yen, that would be thousands of quid. How is that? Oh, I'm actually quite surprised. Wait, what? It literally didn't search what I was asking. 1.6k, right, yeah, that is actually quite a lot for a computer, wow. She had no plans to interact with the electronics district anytime soon, but she had a feeling that it would be a completely different world 20 or so years from now. Well, it's really quite funny that intuition is definitely correct. Tomoe is the serial experiments lane of Higurashi confirmed. I heard in that show they basically completely predicted the amount of control the internet would have over people. In that case, would you care to grab a quick lunch? Huh? I love that she's got her fists up. Actually, there's a well-recommended restaurant with delicious food just a short walk from the station. How about it? It's just really funny that the core standard of a computer is something like a word processor. Sure. Normally she would have refused. Yeah, definitely. But she has time, to be honest. Oh, yeah, fair. Oh, however, Tomoe did feel a sense of accomplishment for finishing the day's work. And more importantly, it was just before payday. So Tomoe decided to go with Yamaki. Yep. How stupid of me. She cleared the tongue without thinking and quickly shut her mouth. Realising that was a rude thing to say, she took a peek around Yamaki's back and was relieved to see that he hadn't heard anything. Oh my god, yeah, that is good. Still, she honestly never thought he'd be taking her this far away. Yeah, that's actually quite a surprise, yeah. So she struggled to suppress the feeling of regret. And of course she was hungry too. Yeah, oh my god, if you're hungry, eat. She started to think it would have been better to decline his invitation than head to a nearby hamburger joint on her own. Fair enough. Does this shop really go around here? So this is a shop and a restaurant. What? Of course. Have I ever lied? In recent memory. They do say terrible things on a daily basis. Did you say something? No, it's nothing. I can see why this person gets on with Madoka. Even while continuing that conversation, Yamaki was walking in the lead, looking back and forth while periodically checking a handwritten map. His unreliability was slowly irritating her. Oh, yeah, that's fair enough, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. If he doesn't even know the location of it, it's going to be very unlikely that he's actually tried and, you know, properly enjoyed the place. Honestly, how could he recommend a place that he didn't even know the location of? Chief, this is hard to say, but is it possible you've simply forgotten the location in your old age? Oh my god. Do it right now. What are you talking about? My memory's having to recite up to 100 digits of line. Enough of that. Yeah, it's too mathematical. Tomoe quickly grew fed up with his reaction and cut him off, then let out a sigh. Yeah, that's really quite good. Yeah, I mean, even though she doesn't want to do it, I think she's really going to stay professional. And yeah, obviously, she's not going to get in trouble with Yamaki, and she's not going to humiliate herself. She may not want to do it, but she has common sense. It's good that. But Minai-kun, as much as you hated the interview, you handled it with a nice attitude. Oh yeah, no. Oh no! If they're quite pleased, does that mean maybe it could happen again? Yeah, definitely. Even if I didn't want to do it, there's no excuse to do a bad job of it. More importantly, I'm starting to wonder if there was some other reason for bringing me to Tokyo. The content of the interview was surprisingly vanilla, completely sound effect. Yeah, more regarding Tomoe's normal workload and how she spent her days off. They painted an image of her typical workday and edited it together with footage from her training at the police academy. They've literally got the footage. Damn. Which is provided by the public relations office. Wow. On the other hand, they weren't particularly interested in professional topics like investigation methodology, so the notes she prepared were completely used. Oh, that's a nightmare. Yeah, she was assuming she was going to go really quite in depth. But no. Oh, that is annoying. I've never tried to learn the digits of pi. 3.145. 3.14159. 26. 3.145. Yeah, I can't be bothered. I'll tell you what would be really funny, learning a digit a day. But she wasn't very thrilled about disclosing specific details on investigation protocols anyway. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, so she was thankful for the conversation. The conversation didn't get too complex. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. However, she was also disappointed that all her preparation had gone to waste. No, I know, and especially her. She really values the amount of time she actually allocates to things. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. In any case, in the end, any other detective would have been just as good. Yeah, I was just the one stuck with the job. That is annoying. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. That's work for you. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Besides, the producer this time thought you studied well. This time? Oh, yeah, nice. That's really good, yeah. Even though she so thoroughly rejected the topic about women's empowerment and expanded rights, they did frequently ask questions along that theme, but she stayed silent. Oh. The TV station asked if a female police officer chosen as a member of the recommended group was having difficulty with men in police society and what she was doing to overcome those obstacles. They wanted to appeal to housewives or something along the lines, but she would be damned if she was used for propaganda. So in the end, she gave vague answers and completely ignored it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. They felt no shame or guilt about twisting the content to make it more interesting. That was just as much as the case now as it was in the old days for the mass media. Yep, that definitely applies nowadays. It confirmed Tomoe's stance that she didn't like their way of thinking and made her feel she couldn't trust them. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Besides, even if they talk about the obstacles, it's natural for there to be differences in the relationships between men and women. Yeah, interesting. I think there's no point in being overly conscious about it. I mean, there are naturally going to be differences in relationships, but yeah, it's what those differences lead to. If they lead to, for example, somebody getting bullied in the workplace, then that's not good whatsoever. God, that's so surprising. Even though she sounds like she's done really quite well, she really was confident. Yeah, she probably gave a very vague answer, but yeah, probably dwelled and tried to make it so she wasn't explaining anything as much as she possibly could. I mean, that must be so difficult, though. You have so much to lose if you do as well. I recognise that there were physical differences between men and women, so it was foolish to think they could produce completely equal results in the first place. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I suppose in the police department I would definitely agree, yeah, but I suppose if it's a job that's more academic, like for example, I don't know, a mathematician, brains don't really change within gender. I mean, if anything, I've heard that some people actually think that women are overall smarter and more smarter than men anyway, so yeah. Also, her male superiors and colleagues have been doing business as usual without giving female workers extreme discrimination or cold treatment. Yeah, that's really good, yeah. In reality, it was probably still present, but Tomoe didn't really see it, so she was convinced it wasn't that. Oh yeah, that's understandable. I mean, It probably is there a lot more in the lower ranks than the less respected ones. Yeah, yeah, oh my god, I couldn't agree more. You're fortunate to have a comfortable workplace. Oh, I hear terrible stories of gender disparity elsewhere. With that in mind, I can understand why the producer is able to ask about it. Indeed, that may be so.
私の場合は逆に女であったからこそ活躍の機会をいただけたこともありました。
Specifically because I was a woman that I've had these opportunities for success. Yeah, interesting that. Equally, especially when she was assigned to the youth division back when she first became an officer. Oh, using her position as a woman allows her to connect with young women who would have struggled to open up to... Oh, yeah, that's actually really quite an advantage. Yeah, nice. Women are a little more open-minded with other women to an extent and willing to listen. Skipping school, delinquency, minor offences. Oh, they weren't isolated incidents. These were girls who had problems. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Tomoe was sometimes strict around those girls. Oh, yeah, sometimes tried to appeal to their parents and provided guidance and encouragement, patiently keeping in touch with them and consulting with them every day. Wow. God, that really is nice. Yeah, you really just see with stuff like this how much Tomoe actually cares for these people. I think that's so good of her. That really is. That's actually really quite interesting, that. That's really quite nice. Sometimes they betrayed her along the way. Oh god, sometimes they violently retaliated. And even after all she did, in the end there were some cases where she couldn't save them. Oh god, that's unfortunate. More than she could even... Jesus. She felt an intense sorrow and regret every single time. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, yeah. On the other hand, the girls who turn things around would write her letters, and she stopped by the shops and facilities where they were to see them smiling. Oh my god, yeah, that must be brilliant. That really must be. Even though word about Tomoe's honest and sincere work ethic carried through to evaluations, the superiors and the section chiefs would always dote on her because she was... God. That's why when she was aiming to become a detective, she was also worried they'd be supporting her for that same reason.
Oh my god,
yeah, I couldn't agree more, yeah. Minai-kun has a personality that displays powerful empathy for the person she's speaking to. Yeah. Yeah, and I find it really quite interesting. This, you know, her helping people that have done things like this. I suppose that's going to make... I suppose she's really developed this duty and, you know, this care for other people at a really sort of early time. That's really nice, though. It must just be so nice thinking that you have changed somebody's life around so much.
それは時として正常な判断を失ったり、
yeah.
自分を感情的に追い詰めたりすることにもつながる。事件捜査に当たる際は少年指導員の時よりも2歩か3歩引いて考えるくらいがちょうどいいぞ。
When investigating an incident, instead of thinking about the way you did in your youth leadership time, it's better to take 2 or 3 steps back and think it over.
2歩3歩ですか?
2 or 3 steps.
Ah, それは手抜きだと君は思うかもしれないがね。 あまり熱心になりすぎると
Oh my
後
god,
で
yeah,
辛
yeah,
いぞ。
definitely, but yeah. But if you get overly eager, it will only cause you pain later on, okay? You know, even... Oh. In fact, things ended up just like that. Yeah, oh my god, definitely, yeah. The first case she was involved in as a detective involved a man who was repeated... Oh, Jesus. God, that Oh. Oh my god. The couple was a woman roughly the same age as Tomoe who was having an affair with the victim. Jesus, that must be horrible. Oh, yeah. She seemed quiet and obedient during the initial round of questioning, so Tomoe was convinced there was no way it could be her. Yeah. Oh. So when her boss and superiors began investigating her as a possible suspect, she fought back against them for not believing her. However, the female employee later confessed to the crime and was arrested. She said she committed the crime herself after he broke up with her. Jesus. That's insane. Yeah, I do find it really interesting, that emotional judgment and, you know, what she thought just judged on what she's seen and thought for herself. Yeah, it really has been wrong. And on top of that, she was... What the fuck? Oh my god!
あんなやつ殺されて当然だ。
Yeah, it's only natural for something like that to get killed. Tomoe, who carefully considered the despair and helplessness of the culprit, felt as a female employee rebuked the victims slaughter with those words. That is unbelievable though, fucking hell. But on the other hand, not only was the bereaved family stricken with grief from the loss of her husband and her father. Oh my god, yeah. But word of his infidelity got out. As a result, sympathy from the family received from turned to curiosity and devotion. They ended up selling the house a year later and moving far away. Oh god, that's awful. So I'm assuming, yeah, as a result of what is devotion? Never heard of that word. Oh god, ridicule! Jesus Christ. That's insane. God, that really is
結
awful.
局事件が
Yeah,
解
my
決し
god,
て
yeah, yeah. If anything, the fact that
誰も救われな
somebody
かった。
from, you know, somebody that's actually having an affair that was in the family that, yeah, god. That is unbelievable though. This person also did it because, you know, this person also did it not only because this person was having an affair, but secondly, she was pregnant and she did it. I feel bad for this kid. They're not going to grow up in very good circumstances, my god. But if the case had remained unsolved, that pitiable female employee wouldn't have gone to prison. Yeah, but the thing is, it's not something that should happen. I mean, she literally killed somebody. If the case remains unsolved, then obviously none of this happens. That also means a murderer hasn't gone to jail. And the victim's family could have grieved for him without losing their love for him, then moved on with their life. Oh yeah, that's understandable because they probably would have, because, you know, obviously he's been having an affair with somebody. Yeah, interesting. Oh god, that really is awful. But the only thing is, they have to do this. If anything, they have to do this. And maybe the effects of what happens after, it's not really controlling. It's not really their control what happens afterwards, I suppose. Thinking about it made her uncomfortable. Yeah, understandable. I looked up once again and stared at the back of the man in front of her. The person who solved the woman's problem. Even now, it was hard to believe, but it was actually the man who took in front of her, Yamaoki. Wow. Oh my god. That's actually really quite surprising. Wow. They've been working for each other for so long though, my god. Yeah, so he's really quite high up even in this time. I mean, probably, I'd assume maybe at the very least 7 years ago? Maybe 8? Something like that. Maybe even 9, who knows? No, I don't think you can get a detective rank in 2 years, that's not possible. Or at least I'd assume that to be the case. At the time, Yamaoki was serving as the Public Security Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police Agency. Tomoe understood that it would be difficult to consult with somebody about the man's incidents, but there was nobody else she could talk to. When her worries piled up, she asked him for advice. Yamaoki made time outside work hours for it. Wow, that really is nice.
いや別にそれは刑事に限らない悩みだと思うが
I don't
ね。
think this is a problem limited to
君が以
detectives.
前に勤めていた少年課でも同様の事件に関わる機会があったはずだ。
Even in the youth department where you were working before, I'm sure you had to work with cases like this.
確かにありました。
Yeah, that's certainly true.
ただ当時は少年たちへの心のケアが本務で
Oh, yeah.
事件の捜査には関わっていませんでした。
However, the main focus of my work back then was emotional support for the kids involved, rather than directly investigating the cases in question. Fair.
ですから犯罪者や被害者、そしてその関係者を単純に憎悪したり同情したりするだけでよかったのです。
So all I had to do was hate the criminals and sympathize with the victims as well as the others involved with
で
them.
もいざ刑事として捜査に関わってみると、そういった人たちの生活をここまで変えてしまう立場にいるのかと実感して、正直愕然としてしまいました。
But once I started participating in investigations as a detective, I realized that I was in a position to completely change the lives of the people involved. Honestly, it's terrifying. Yeah. At the time, she thought all that matters was investigating the crimes and arrest the culprits. She believed that by doing that properly, she could clear the consciences of the people left behind, and the criminals could receive reward fitting their crimes. But what about the outcome of this particular case? Yeah, I mean, obviously the criminal definitely has received what their crime makes them, I don't know, makes them obligated to receive. But at the same time, it's just really quite sad that, you know, this has probably completely corrupted the family art. This case was settled, but that didn't make anyone happy. No, definitely not. And if that's the case, for whose sake did the police investigate the case for in the first place? That's actually really quite interesting. I mean, obviously justice's sake, and, you know, I think in the long run, it's definitely going to be better to know the truth of the incident than to just completely remain in the unknown. But at the same time, I suppose you could think that they did it for themselves, really, to satisfy the legal duty that they have to fulfill.
甘すぎるのかもしれ
Maybe
ません。
too soft and immature.
数多く毎日のように起こる
No,
事
I
件
think
の
she's
中の一つで
completely rational.
いちいち気にしては身が持たないということも
But the
承
only thing
知
is
し
there
て
are
おり
so
ま
many
す。
things that she is going to have to investigate that may have effects like these, so she can't really get too beaten up over it because it's going to be a very hard job if she does become like that. There are so many incidents like this that happen every day, and I understand that I don't need to stress over everything.
ですが
But even so,
最初の事件にしては荷が勝ちすぎる事件に当たったものだ
yeah,
な。
my god, first case as well, and yet this is happening. Yeah, that's really quite difficult. That so not only so you've solved your first case. I mean, it is good that, you know, obviously that's the case. That's the case, but yeah, not good. The fact that the effect of this case being solved and not very good is not very good.
いや、だからこそ君にとっては幸運だったの
That's
か
fair
も
enough.
しれん。
Yeah, getting. I suppose this is going to be a really good form of training, just getting used to, you know, the really quite hard parts of policing really early on.
早い時期にその
Yeah,
悩
yeah,
みを
yeah,
持つ
yeah.
ことが
Oh
で
yeah,
きたのだ
definitely.
か
Yeah.
ら。
Because you were able to endure the suffering early on.
これが
This is
幸
fortunate.
運ですか？
Yeah, I wonder why. Tomoe was taken back by on what Yamaoki said. She expected him to comfort her or say not to worry about it, but she never expected to say something completely contrary to that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think it would be really quite good if maybe she can reflect on the positives instead of, the obvious negatives. Yeah.
ああ、そうだ。
Yes, that's right.
現実の事件はテレビドラマのように完全懲悪というわけにはいかないも
Because
の
don't
だ。
have the poetic justice you see in TV dramas.
犯人を必ず逮捕できるという確証もなければ、
Yeah.
逮捕によって全ての問題が解決するとも限らない。
There's no guarantee you can arrest a culprit, and an arrest doesn't solve the problem.
そして君が今話してくれた事件のように、新たな問題と19が生まれ出る可能性も決して低くはないだろう。
Just like here's something you told me about now, there was always a realistic probability that new problems and suffering will be born from the investigation.
はい。
I wonder what the sound is.
しか
Why
し
is there a
そこに市場を挟むことな
sea-like
く、
sound effect? It's
刑事
weird.
は常に中立で
Oh,
公
yeah,
平で
definitely,
な
yeah.
ければいけ
Regardless
な
of
い
their
のだ。
personal feelings, detectives must always remain fair and impartial.
犯人にも被害者にもその家族にも、
Yeah, oh my god.
そ
Yeah.
して法に対してもな。
To the perpetrators, to the victims, to their family, and to the
だ
law.
からこそ人は不幸な事件に遭遇した時には正義の規範として警察を頼り、そして犯罪に走りそうになる輩はその存在を意識して自らを律する。
So when a person experiences an unfortunate incident, they're able to depend on the police to carry out justice and investigate the crime according to that
正
standard.
義。
Justice? When he said that, she didn't hear the words so much as she felt them. The words coming from the mouth had a mysterious, majestic feeling to them.
でも、その結果として誰も幸せにならなかったとしてもです
Yeah,
か
but even if nobody will be happy with the result.
そうだ。
Indeed. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, I think it's really good that he's actually doing this because this is a key thing that she needs to learn, yeah. Yeah, Mark, you answered that question in a powerful tone.
法や正義は常に一定で不変であるからこそ人々はそれを遵守しようと考える。
The law and justice are constant. It's because they are immutable that people are able to comply.
そしてその枠から外れてしまうような行為を違法や犯罪として戒めることができる。
Yeah. So we don't acknowledge any fact that falls outside of those boundaries as an unlawful crime.
結果としてそれが大部分の人を救うことにつながるのだよ。
Yeah, the end result is that we can help the people more than not. I think it's so good that Yamawaki has been, such a good mentor at this point. Yeah, I could really imagine this being completely beneficial to Tomoe. Crimes are caused by various motivations. Yeah, definitely. Impulsive emotions. Yeah. Surface calculation. Misguided pleasure seeking. Yeah. Oh my god, couldn't agree more. Yeah. However, the cause and the end result can never justify a crime. Yeah. Otherwise, a person with wicked intentions in similar circumstances would be able to easily justify a similar crime. Yeah, the thought that it's not just me would erode their sense of guilt and self-control.
では、そのためには少数の悲劇には目をつぶるべきなんでしょうか。
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that probably would be the best idea. Don't let it affect you. Obviously, the deed's been done, and people have depended on the police to, find the justice and truth of the situation, and they have done so. So, This sort of ambient sea sound is so relaxing. Wave sound, not sea sound.
いや、そうとは言
Yeah, that's
わ
what
な
I'm saying.
い。しかし簡単に答えを見出せるもので
Yeah,
ない
oh my
こ
god, I
と
couldn't
も
agree
確
more.
か
Yeah,
だ。
there's definitely no easy
で、
answer
そ
to
のため
this.
にも巴君、君はもっと悩みたまえ。
I think it's really quite nice that he's being very realistic about what she is actually going to go through with this job. With that in mind, Tomoe-kun, you're going to experience even more
そし
suffering.
て少数の悲劇をいかにすれば回避できるのか、自分なりの見解を出してみてはどうかね。
And I value your thoughts on what we can do to keep these tragedies a minimum. Yamauchi-san.
それに君は自分が感情的だと言ったが、
Yeah,
優しさを失った人間に刑事の資格はない。
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, if you don't have compassion, then you probably... I mean, if you don't have compassion, it's going to be very unlikely that you also can't sense the compassion of others. And you can't make truly calculated decisions about what people are actually currently thinking and how they're acting sort of fits of what they're actually saying.
"その意味はきっと刑事を続けるうちに理解できるようになる。
I'm sure that if you continue being a detective, you eventually understand the meaning of it.
だから君は今の考え方をこれからも忘れずに持ち続けることだ。
So never forget these feelings you have right now. Keep holding on to them. Understood.
はい
Yeah, nice. That's so nice of him. He really is a good. You know.
あの時はそれなりに感動したのに
I
な
was thinking about them, but now she let out a sigh. She wanted to let it all out. It was hard to believe that the same man from back then was normally such a facetious, lazy, and spontaneous person. I mean, that is fair enough, yeah. No, but at the same time, I think he, even though, yeah, he kind of has these qualities, I'd assume, from Tomoe. Yeah.
どうしたね。
At least he is, you know, he's a really good man. Doesn't matter in this situation, I suppose. But my God, I really think that if he didn't have this talk with Tomoe, I mean, she still really gets troubled by these things, but it would have been a lot worse without him. Huh?
あ
Oh, it's
あいえ
nothing. Oh God, caught mid-thought. She suddenly turned away, trying to chase the memories that came back to her mind a moment ago. She was in fact. Oh yeah, fair enough, yeah.
心配はいらんぞ。
Come on, you don't have to be worried.
地図だともう付近まで。
yeah, the map says we're almost here. I thought that was what's been happening for the last, 30 minutes.
だからおそ
So it should be
ら
right around
く
here. If he is taking her to Angel Moore, I'm going to fucking scream.
あの
Even after all this
せっか
effort.
くですが私もう一人で
I might just go on my own. You said that intending to part ways with him, but just that moment.
おあった。
You were so unlucky, oh my god.
ここ
This is it.
ですか
Oh! Oh my god! Oh, I feel so bad for Tomoe. So there's an Angel Moore in Tokyo. Are you serious? Yamaki was looking up with a sense of accomplishment and Tomoe turned to look the same direction. Yeah. It looked like an ordinary family-friendly restaurant. I was actually quite surprised that the food is really good here. I didn't realise that though. It certainly seemed popular though. A line of people extended out to the entrance and down the sidewalk. Why are you going to such a popular restaurant though? Oh god, she really doesn't know anything. I feel bad for her. However, the people there had an unusual air about them, and a stench that Tomoe had never tasted before. She couldn't help but frown. Is this seriously a distinguished Tokyo restaurant?
ああ、チェーン店なんだがね。味もサービスもなかなかの評判だ。
That's right, it's a chain restaurant, but the taste and the service are well regarded.
君は知らなかったのか?
You haven't heard of it. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, 私はこういう店は
This is your boss. Cooking for herself was more economical than going out to eat at family restaurants. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. And Tomoe was confident in her cooking skills. That's really good, yeah. She probably would have had to learn like really quite a large portion of her cooking on her own, or maybe she learned cooking really quite early, and maybe that was one of her childhood things. Who knows? So Tomoe didn't go out to eat much after finishing school, aside from hamburgers. Oh my god, that is sad. Yeah, it must have been really quite weird, like, you know, being 17, 18, still at school, and yet having to live by yourself. I mean, fucking hell.
まあまあ、Minai-kun.
Oh dear, Minai-kun.
先入観で決めつけては良くないぞ。
Oh god. It's not right to arbitrarily condemn things based on preconceptions.
疑ってかかるのはまず入ってからに。
Yeah, then doubt it. Yeah, I think that's a bit of a more sensible approach.
はあ
Even though the stench was extremely suspicious. When she says stench, she either means people that haven't showered. Let's just say people that do. How do I put this in appropriate terms? Funny white liquid. Yep, that's what it could potentially be as well. Or maybe, I don't know, it could be some weird otaku deodorant, anime deodorant, Naruto deodorant. Probably exists. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm not even joking. Look at this. What the fuck is this? That is so weird. So anime deodorant does exist. These people probably were using that. Why would it stink if that was the case? So, yeah, maybe that's one of the catches. And when it came to family restaurants, she had a strong impression they were just eating up frozen many-grade product. Oh god, yeah. In which case, it would have been better to buy a boxed lunch at a convenience store. They rarely do that. You can eat a delicious lunch here at a chain restaurant. It seemed unbelievable. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Is this a prank? With that thought in mind, Tomoe turned to the store again with a dubious expression. Then she suddenly noticed the person next to the steps leading up to the entrance and carefully focused her eyes to read it. Oh, right. Full dessert festival. Oh, is it the dessert festival? You have got to be kidding me. Is this one of the reasons why he actually... Oh, my God. Let me guess he has tickets. Private event today. Please present invitation upon entry. Chief. Oh, God. She's going to realise. An invitation like this. Yamoki pulled a ticket out of his inside jacket pocket as he said that. Out of his inner jacket pocket as he said that, and proudly waved it around for some reason. There was a colourful pattern printed on the ticket, and dessert festival why do I keep on saying investigation by accident? Was written there in a lovely font.
Seriously, it was hard to get.
Yeah, my god, yeah. I love how he says that. Yeah, you have to collect stamp from volunteers and send them in. Then be lucky enough to be selected. That's actually really quite surprising. In Okinomiya, it's not nearly as busy as this. But that is insane though. That's so rare. Fucking hell. Despite all that, it's worth it. You're quite fortunate, I mean, if it was anywhere but Angel Watch, you would be fortunate. You really think she's going to want to go to a place like this? I can't believe her boss is taking her here as well. It's just the classic type of nuts behaviour you see in Higurashi. Oh well, thanks. Like she said that Tomoe wasn't sure how valuable it actually was, so she didn't know how to express her gratitude. Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
遠慮はいらん。
Oh god, well no sense holding it
帰り
back.
とめ、みんな行く。
This is gonna lead to a fight, let's be honest. But yeah, I said nothing. That's actually really quite funny that Angel Mort is a chain restaurant. I mean, it is quite coincidental at the same time that we're seeing, like, you know, they could go to any other restaurant and yet they go to Angel Mort. And same with Kakiuchi. And the fact that Kakiuchi and Tokyo are the places that they've gone to both have Angel Morts in them. I mean, it is quite coincidental. Sorry, other coincidence? Sure. Oh god, there's somewhere still felt something was out of place about the tremendously bright pink exterior on the wall. Oh my god, yeah, why is it bright pink? For the time being, she decided to take the initiative and open the door. Then she followed Yamaki inside. Person that goes to Angel Mort and also has a girlfriend. What the fuck? The moment she stepped inside the lobby of the restaurant. Welcome home. Home? What? A young waitress who must have been ready and waiting greeted Tomoe and Yamaki with a big smile on her face, then deeply bowed her head. That much was a completely ordinary interaction. Oh my god. Wait until you realise something. Yeah, my god, yeah. However, the thing that Tomoe was surprised was what she was wearing. It was made up with a far beyond the line of cuteness into a rot. Chief. What on earth is this place?
旦那様、ひょっとして初めてのお帰りですか?
Oh my god, of course they call them master. That's so fucking creepy. Is this perhaps your first time coming home? Coming home! Why is this place considered home? I mean, my god. I bet you could get a lot of the really, let's just say, horny people. Yeah, they probably consider that, like, I don't know. Well, that's the case for her. Doesn't mean I have one of these. It must just be so funny seeing this guy in a police uniform. Shazam! You put it in your police notebook. Oh my god! Then the Yamaki pulled out his police notebook out of his breast pocket, and from there he pulled out a bright holographic card that sparkled in 7 different colours. Jesus Christ! This is. Oh, hang on a second. Is this really quite rare? The waitress's eyes opened wide the moment she saw it. But just a moment later, a huge smile returned to her face. She grabbed both ends of her skirt and deeply bowed down in an even more submissive and courteous manner before. Yeah, she notices that she's messed up.
Oh.
This sounds like Takano. Thank you very much for your hard work overseas. Everyone, the Grand Duke of Rochefort has returned. What? Has he faked this? Oh my god. What? All the maids in the store serving tables and handling orders in the kitchen area turned to face the. What? Welcome home, Grand Duke. What? Just like that, they all burst out with chanting a greeting in unison, and then Yamaki kind of calmly remained still, answering them with a nod. However, yeah, how the fuck are they known? How the fuck is he known so well and respected so well? So much so that everybody abandons what they're doing and greets him in unison. What the fuck? That must just be so weird. I was feeling completely out of place. She was frozen when she stood. Oh my god, I feel so bad for her. I wonder.
なんですかここは
What is this place? Tomoe finally came through from the spell entrapping her and shouted loud enough to make it throughout the entire store. A normal person plus Angel Mort makes carnage. The guest in line all immediately turned towards the entrance in response, but Yamaki must have anticipated this reaction because he remained completely composed. Oh my god, of course. Yeah, of course he's... Oh, don't provoke her! Oh my god. What the fuck? Wait a second, are those things that actually exist?
さも当然のことのように言わないでください
Yeah, those are so casually.
一体メイド喫茶って何ですか
Oh, I thought they were just commonly known. What on earth is a maid cafe?
私は美味しい昼食があるレストラン
yeah. I came here to have a delicious lunch at a restaurant, you know. And secondly, they're not actually going to be able to have lunch. They're just going to be able to have loads of dessert. They're not actually going to have any savoury food. I mean, what is a parfait? A savoury, you know, meal? Oh, I feel bad. Oh no, it's gonna be delicious for him. This is a maid cafe restaurant. Ah yes. What is it also? A maid cafe restaurant takeaway. Takeaway? I suppose because I remember with Nina and Lena, you remember that scene where Nina actually buys Lena a dessert and then they, I don't know, she just uses that as an effortless attempt to bond with her.
ちょっと言い方変えただけでしょ
Oh my god, yeah, that's just a slightly different version of what you said.
大体さっきのロシュフォール大公爵って何なんですか
Yeah, oh my god, that is such a good question. What were they saying earlier about the Grand Duke of Watchford? Oh, you want to hear about that? Oh god. Oh, so Watchford is a commune in Charente, France. Right. What the fuck? Oh my god. I've just searched up something that I really regret. What the hell? These things actually exist? What the fuck? Oh my god, what is that title? Yeah, that means master, of course, and yeah. That's used in, you know, terms that are probably quite obvious. No, I don't want to hear it.
ロシュフォールというのはかの有名な三重詩に出てきた赤眼の剣士にあやかっての名称。
Right, Rochefort is the name of the one-eyed swordsman from the famous Three Musketeers.
そして大公爵とは来店ポイントが10万以上貯まった常連客にのみ許される称号で、日本全国でもまだ5人もいるかどうかの。
What the fuck? A Grand Duke is the title only bestowed to regular customers who have accumulated over 100,000 visiting points! There are only 5 people all across Japan with that title. What the fuck? The food better be good here. Didn't I tell you? I didn't want to hear it. I bet Yamaki is actually doing this just with fully having intent of pissing Tomoe off. Obviously because of the dessert fiesta being today as well. What are you getting so worked up about? I wonder. You're the one responsible for this. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Tomoe shouted with enough force. The blood vessels on her temple were butter. She can yell, Tomoe. She really can. I bet that was the title of the Rochefort thing. I bet that was something he chose himself. Yeah, thanks Google for giving me a completely different answer to what it actually meant in reality. Oh my god, though. Over 100,000 visiting points. How the fuck is that even possible? 5 people across Japan! I mean, holy shit. This guy must go for lunch easily more than once a day to the Tokihogushi Angel Mort. Easily. That's so sad. I bet you all of his money is just spent on Angel Mort at this point. No, wait a minute. What if this was the real... Yeah! Oh my god, yeah! Yeah, I wonder. Oh yeah, fair enough. Tomoe desperately felt the urge to punch something, but not wanting to get any more involved, she turned on her heels and put her hand on the knob of the front door.
どこに行くのかね
Oh, where are you going? I wonder.
冗談じゃありません
You can't be serious.
私は失礼します
Please excuse me.
一人で好きなだけお召し上がりになってくださ
You can
い
enjoy all this all you want on your own. Oh yeah, fair enough. I mean, he is an old man, to be fair. Well, not really old, he's just going into retirement, but like, yeah.
あ、お嬢様
My lady?
本日秋のデザートフェスタの日なんですが
You really think she cares? I mean, at least she's trying to do her job.
デザートフェスタだかなんだか知りませんが興味ありません
I don't know what a dessert festival is, but I'm not
私
interested.
はランチを食べに来たんです
I came here to have lunch.
まあまあ
Oh dear.
おいせっかくだからメニューだけでも見て
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Oh, yeah, she probably just thought that, firstly, it's going to be a cafe, they're probably not going to serve much, but secondly, yeah, it's probably just 10% restaurant, 90% staring at, you know, the things that, let's just say, creepy people stare at.
だからケーキなんて食べる気分じゃありま
yeah,
せん
my god, yeah, I'm not in the mood to eat cake.
大体なんで無才おっさんと向き合ってスイーツなんて
Oh my god, yeah, fair. Huh? What? Oh my goodness, that's something she really likes eating. You've got to be getting after vigorously spewing that and turning towards the waitress. As this, Tomoe's anger quickly faded away and her gaze fixated on a single point. Oh. The waitress was spreading a menu out before Tomoe's eyes. Oh god! And it's other photos of vibrant, beautiful, delicious looking multicolored sweets with colourful decorations. Even she's tempted. What the fuck? Okay, they must be nice if even she's tempted. Oh my god, somebody normal is tempted by the food. I bet you Kamada has one of those visiting points. I bet it's so funny that, you know, Kamada is actually a famous, you know, really professional pitcher in the baseball world. And yet he just has this side to him. Wow. I was a woman known afterwards, so there was no way she could hate it. Oh yeah, fair enough. In fact, she loved them. Not only that, but since she was feeling hungry at the moment, her appetite for them was 2, maybe 3 times stronger than usual. Oh no, it's all in favour. She had never seen a beautiful flower garden of sweets in a normal restaurant. Oh god. Huh? She rushed to wipe away the saliva that was about to drip out. Holy fuck, she is hungry. But her eyes didn't turn away from the menu for even a moment.
どうだね見ない
Yep, he definitely knows he's found an opportunity.
写真ならどうとでも
Yeah,
綺麗
yeah,
に
they
見
can
せら
actually,
れ
to
る
be
もの
fair.
です
Look at any really shit restaurant. You know, any really shit restaurant in England, what they do is they get, you know, just amazing, really detailed and well color graded photos of food that looks basically 10 times nicer than anything that's actually in the store. You always get these stores that on the walls they actually spam just loads and loads of photos of food that looks really nice. You can always tell those photos because the photos that have like loads of photos of the restaurants that have loads of photos of food on the walls, they're always the ones that, you know, they're just trying to mask how shit their food is. And secondly, yeah, advertising.
所詮実物はこんなに
People think I possibly look like. Oh my god. Pardon me.
新作ケーキ入ります
Why is. How old is this person? Oh my god. Fresh cake coming through. Oh my god. How? Oh god, thanks for impeccable timing. Yeah, impeccable timing. Yeah. A fresh cake came out of the tissue. What the fuck? How did I read tissue? A fresh cake came out of the kitchen being pushed on a handcart and it passed directly in front of Tomoe.
何よこの
Oh my god, yeah, it must smell
濃
really
い
quite
い
nice
香
then.
りは
What is this incredible aroma? Even though it only passed by her for a moment, the sweet, rich fragrance drifting towards her completely robbed her of her senses. Oh, yeah, she probably knows it's going to be really quite nice. And to be fair, this is actually a really big chain restaurant. And I mean, if you have 5 people that, you know, have come to this restaurant so much that they have 100,000 visiting points. I mean, how is that even possible? How many times? How many years must you have came here for? Like, I mean, he has easily been, since it's opened, easily. And not only that, but the vivaciously coloured design was burned into her retinas. Oh. Oh my. Oh. The thing is though, she may get all of these for free, and she has bad eating habits. She is probably going to go really quite far. she had purchased cake several times in her life as a modest luxury to celebrate a milestone. But they couldn't even compare. In fact, wouldn't it be outrageously audacious to compare them at all? My lady. Oh yes, he's probably just so shocked. Don't get me wrong. Why is she saying that she just wants to have a meal? I mean, to be fair, it is going to be really quite unhealthy if she has sweets, but that's the only thing on offer. You're either eat really nice food here, or you starve. I mean, I know what I would go with. To be fair, I wouldn't eat it in fucking Angel Mort. That'd be so creepy. To be fair, I probably would just go for the meat. Oh my god, could you imagine trolling in a maid cafe? That would be so funny. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't want to do it because obviously I don't live in Japan. But like, if I was a Japanese person, I wonder. I could just imagine really having fun in a place like that, especially if loads of degenerates go to it. I really wonder if, like, in real maid cafes, you get like, you know, the classic degenerates and, you know, the really messed up people going there. That'd be so funny. Accept it me like it. No matter how much you fight it, the only thing you lose is your pride. You think I'm lost? Oh my god. Even the Tomoe screamed that in her head. Her eyes remained fixated on the cake and being carried towards the table. She was starting to feel bloodlust towards the ecstatic customers sitting in front of the colourful cake. Right. That's a little bit. Oh my god, that sounds nice. That really sounds nice. Holy shit. Hang on a second, I just want to see, what does a mango tart look like? Ooh, yeah. That looks good. What do you use in mango tart? Doesn't look that nice, just that. That looks so fucking good though, wow. Oh, that was not what I intended to do. There we are. Is that what they call this cake? With all the fruit decorated on the top, you can't even see the surface. Oh my god! Wow. Okay, that must be probably nice. That's serious. I would love to eat that. Oh my god, I'm actually quite jealous of Tomoe. That sounds brilliant. Holy fuck. Yeah, she's really. Oh, and for today, of course only today, we're preparing strawberry tarts. What do you think? Yeah, they probably sold it. They have. Oh my god! Stop fighting! Accept it already! Oh yeah, of course you would have had to pay for it. Now she's probably convinced. By the way, this wheel is on me. So don't eat a whole pack. Eat as much as you like. Wow, they are fucking lucky. Where is the non-smoking section? And at last, Tomoe finally abandoned her. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. I mean, even though she is sitting in a restaurant.
結構食べたな。
Oh yeah, that definitely doesn't surprise me. Oh yes, a lot mean I
ど
could.
うだ。
So were
ま
you
ずは
satisfied?
別に
Not really.
甘いものでは昼食を取った気にはなれませんので。
That is so funny. Even after all those sweets, it doesn't feel like I've really had lunch. After saying that, Tomoe turned out a good way. However, she happily enjoyed eating sweets now to her heart's content. Yeah, my god, yeah. Every time Tomoe cheeks seem to puff out, she pours some black coffee down her throat. She is really not going to live long if she does stuff like that. Consistently, holy fuck.
でももうケーキはしばらく食べ
Yeah,
られ
definitely,
な
yeah,
くても
holy
いいかも。
fuck. But maybe I shouldn't have cake for a while. Of course, she had already ingested a ridiculous number of calories. Yeah, exactly, yeah. And yeah, she didn't even... Oh, yeah, fair. That's just so funny. She's thinking about losing weight, and yet, yeah, a little bit contradictory actions she's doing right there. She considered going for a swim tomorrow at a public pool. But as she thought about this, she didn't know for the waitress to pour her some more coffee.
しかしまあ噂通りの大食いだな。
No, I know. Oh my god, he's definitely gonna have to... He's definitely not coming out of this empty-handed, let's just say that. Well, he definitely is. I've heard rumours about of your eating habits, but
ホー
wow.
ルケーキ4つ分とは予想していなかったぞ。
What the fuck? How?
今さら割り勘って言っても出しませんからね。
Don't you dare suggest splitting the bill.
男に異論はない。
A man doesn't go back on his word. Although Yamagi handled it as though he expected as much. Even after watching Tomoe's gluttony with his own eyes, he showed no signs of being so upset. That is genuinely surprising, wow. That's good though. Oh my god, black coffee though. I've never really tried black coffee, but yeah.
ちょっとは驚いてみせろっての。
yeah, oh my god, that is fair enough, yeah. He should act at least a little surprised. She wasn't particularly interested in boasting about her gluttony. Yeah, I don't really think that's a good thing to boast about, but it was awkward how easily he accepted it. Yeah, it is fair enough. I mean, a lot of people would be very concerned if they said this. And the thing is, she's had 4 whole desserts, and yet she doesn't even feel as if she fully had lunch. I mean, what the fuck? 4 whole
それにして
cakes?
もさすがはユウスケの娘か。
Anyway, I'd expect no less from Yusuke's
血
daughter.
は争えんな。
Oh my god, so she got that from her father. Oh. Tomoe's expression hardened as soon as she heard that. Oh yeah, understandable. And she picked up her cup, but the cup was still too hot, so she sat it back down on the saucer and took a drink from the cold cup next to her. Oh my god, she has 2 drinks! Yusuke was her father's name.
こん
Yeah.
なところで父譲りと言われるのは
Oh my god, yeah,
なんとも
understandable.
複
Yeah,
雑な
yeah,
気分
yeah.
ですが。
Yeah, if you're going to mention somebody as, you know, important as him, at least mention it in a place where it isn't filled with degenerates.
よく覚えているぞ。
Oh, I can still remember it
過
perfectly.
激派の立てこもる山荘への突入作戦では危険も顧みずよく働いてくれた。
Not the danger and pushed himself hard during that mountain villa infiltration. Wow. Mountain villa. Hinamizawa confirmed. If it was Hinamizawa, that would be so fucking cool. But I think if it was Hinamizawa, we would have known this beforehand. There's no way we've seen this much of Tomoe, and yet, you know, we've never really seen anything that's related to that.
香水と夜の寒さで警視庁と地元警察の刑事全員が震える中、
Oh my god, this
カップラーメンをかっくらい
story.
ながらみんなをどやしつけていた姿。
On that cold rainy night, all the detectives from the Metropolitan Police Department and the local police were trembling, and he was giving them hell while downing a bowl of instant
今でも
noodles.
忘れてはいない。
Even now, I'll never forget. Oh my god, his eyes. Police use of firearms was severely restricted by law. It's reserved exclusively for dangerous criminals. So the means of fighting the criminal group in the mountain villa was to discharge water at them and let the winter take cold care of them. Oh my god, wow. Fucking hell, that is brutal. Yeah, that's actually really quite interesting though. So you, by making them so cold that they do this, I suppose they'll just be so cold and so shocked that, you know, their muscles will find it really quite hard to work, and obviously their muscles won't have nearly enough energy. However, the criminals opened fire at them, and apparently some of the officers died in line of duty. But God, my father would always say, "I'll keep on going as a police officer for their share." Oh, anyhow, he drank alcohol. Yeah, ironically, he ended up following in their footsteps not even a year later.
家でも父はカップラーメンが好きでした。
Wow. God, that really must be quite something. It must be a real adventure doing a job like this. Even though my father loved instant noodles.
私もよく勝負だとかなんとか言って早食いに付き合わされたものです。
Oh my god, that must be so fun. We compete to eat them as fast as
まどか
possible.
は逃げていましたけどね。
Oh yeah, although Monaco was always running away. Incidentally, Tomoe never did beat her father in those competitions. Really? Wow! He was an overwhelmingly voracious eater. I mean, I'm happy that he was a police officer, and yet I'm happy that he was a police officer and not one of those people that, you know, they're really good at eating fast, but at the same time they also weigh over 200 to 300 fucking pounds. However, thanks to that, he was scolded like hell by his doctor and wife every time. Even by his doctor, that's so funny.
すまんな。
Sorry for
こ
bringing
の
up that
話を
story.
ぶり返して。
Oh no, I think it's really quite good. I mean, it isn't really the best that, you know, obviously situations have happened that meant he's dead, but yeah, at least it's something that definitely can be, you know, happy memories can be thought of.
こうやって君と二人で話をするのも久しぶりだったものでな。
Yeah, fair enough. It's just been a long time since the two of us have been able to talk one-on-one like this. Yeah, and you can definitely not count that, you know, let's just say conversation. The last time we saw when she was actually... It's actually really quite funny. It was such an argument, but at the same time, it really wasn't that bad of a situation. The newspaper report in the end. Newspaper report? Sorry, TV report. Why did I say that?
ですね。
Indeed. Naoki and Tomoe didn't always have such a harsh relationship. In fact, she would greet him any time she got a promotion, and even consulted him whenever she found a clue related to her father's case. Wow. Even since long ago, he was the one police officer she trusted and respected the most. Oh yeah, that's really
警察に入
nice.
る前からつてのなかった私にいろいろと情報をくださったこ
Wait a
と
second, before she started
感
as
謝
a
して
police
います
officer as well. I'm grateful for all the information you provided me, even before I started as a police
おか
officer.
げで自分一人では絶対にわからなかったこともつかむことができて今も続けることができています。
Yeah, I like that. Thanks to that, I've been able to search information I never would have been able to find on my own, and I can continue to search even now. E.T. Yamagi was one of the reasons that Tomoe decided to pursue becoming... Wow, really? When her younger sister Mother... Oh, yeah. Tomoe lost her purpose for living. Yeah, holy fuck. Yeah, she really was considering just genuinely ending it all. But then she met Oishi and learned more about her father's incident. Oh, I think that's actually really quite nice that Oishi, you know, brought such a horrible thing to light. To truth. After searching for Madoka a while after her sudden disappearance, While thoroughly exhausted and being battered by the rain, she met Oishi for the first time. Out of concern for her, he escorted her. Brilliant. That's really nice. Yeah, God, it must be a nightmare, like tirelessly searching. It having rained. Really obvious and not being able to find them. I think it's actually really quite nice that Oishi did this. I mean, my God, if he didn't do this, it really is quite debatable whether she would actually be alive today or not. And then she looked up in surprise when she learned said home was actually his own destination. Oh my, wait, hang on a second, what?
ここがあなたの家？じゃあ、あなたがミナイさんの娘さんですか？
はい、長女のTomoeです。
そうですか。いや、すみませんね。亡くなられていた話を知ったのがつい最近だったもので、お線香をあげさせてもらってもよろしいでしょうか？
はい、どうぞ。
What he's actually investigating here. Then, after explaining the situation to her grandmother, Oishi entered the house and clapped his hands together in front of the Buddhist altar in the living room. Oh, right, so I didn't actually realise that she was living with her grandma. I was always under the impression that it was just by herself. God. Yeah, she couldn't make out his facial expression very well from behind, but she could hear a faint sigh that indicated how he was feeling. Oh, yeah, fair.
ミナイさんとはずっと昔の事件でご一緒しましたね。
皆さん and I were together on a case a long time ago.
二人の娘さん、あなたたちの写真を肌身離さず持っていて、随分自慢されたものです。
Yeah, he was always carrying a photo of his two daughters close to him. He was extremely proud of both of you. That's really nice, and I think it is just really quite nice that, you know, obviously the people that he was really proud and have obviously began achieving really fucking great things.
とびっきりの酒を送るって約束していたんです。
I promised that we get drunk together after he became a big shot. Oh God, yeah. Oh my God, that's understandable though. Oh my, no, I really couldn't blame her. I really couldn't. The grief she had been feeling all this time, combined with Montague's disappearance, took a heavy toll on her, and it wouldn't stop. Damn it, she'd already convinced herself that she wouldn't. Oh no, don't act tough. I mean, come on, that's just gonna make it worse. Oh God. Oh God, I feel so bad. This must have been such a fucking terrible period of her life.
Oh, 何があったのかは知りませんが、元気を出してください。でないと、殺されたご両親が浮かばれませんよ。
だったら、父さんと母さんを殺した犯人、捕まえてくださいよ。
Isn't that just the most brutal thing? They never did. Yeah, my God, yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's disgusting. It really is disgusting. He ruined our lives, but he's still living a carefree life out there. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Tomoe knew it was unreasonable, but she couldn't help but lash out, or she... Yeah, my God, I mean, she's in such a state of stress, it's not something that she should, you know, be surprised about. Yeah. However, he paid it no. He didn't instead put a hand on her shoulder to comfort. Yeah.
大丈夫ですよ。
It's alright.
それはミナイさんの
Oh
同
yeah,
僚
yeah,
の
yeah,
方
good.
たち
Yeah, I think it's actually really quite nice that
今
he's, you know,
必死に探して
completely
くれていますから
reassuring her. Yeah,
き
nice.
っと捕まります。
Oh, certain.
絶対ね。
Certain they'll catch the killer. Yeah, good. Oh, that must be so good for her to hear. His hand was large and very well. Yeah. Oh, yeah, understandable.
それで巴さんとおっしゃいましたね。実は私はあなたに少しお伺いしたいことがあるんです。
Interesting. The truth is, there's something I wanted to ask
私
you.
に
Something to ask me.
ですか。
え
That's right, about the case. Your
ミナ
father
イ
was
さんが死ぬ
investigating
間
what
際ま
happened
で
to
追っていた
her.
とある事件のことです。私はそいつらが彼を殺害したと信じています。
Oh, I believe those people were the ones who murdered him. Well, that's actually really quite surprising. So if you look into the previous investigation, it may be likely that you find the murderer. After hearing all she said that Tomoe couldn't help but go, oh yeah, definitely, yeah. She was speechless. No, I don't blame her, yeah. Mum and Dad were... Oh, God. Yeah, that is understandable. I mean, of course there were some criminal was lit a fire on house, so why would they not have been murdered? It wasn't... Yeah. Yeah, that's understandable. Oh shit, that must be hard to, you know, take in. It wasn't just a random crime from a reckless arsonist or vagrant, but planned conspiracy. Yeah, I mean...
今日はもう遅いですから、
that
明
really
日改めてお伺いします。
Yeah, no today, so I'll visit you again tomorrow. Interesting, so it definitely looks like they're going to have a
その
long
時
discussion.
ミナイさんの上司だった方もここにお連れします
So
の
I'll
で、
be bringing along your father's old
話
boss.
聞かせてもらってもよろしい
So
で
would
し
you
ょ
be
う
willing
か。
to tell us what you know? Interesting. And the next day, she introduced her to Yamaoki. Oh, who was her father's boss? Wow. Yeah, my God, that is so long. I mean, she was basically maybe 17 or 18, and now she's blimmin' 29, so they have known each other for 11 years. That's nuts. She's literally known him ever since, not before she was actually a police officer, when she was still in her studying stages. Wow. That just went to show how they have full confidence in her. Yeah, definitely. And the one who encouraged her to become a police officer was none other than Yamaoki. Wow. Oh, he asked if instead of relying on others, she wanted to carve out fate of her own two hands. Oh. Wow, that's why... Yeah, understandable, yeah. Yeah, that's why Tomoe was able to consult with him as... almost as though he were a parent. Yeah, that is actually fair enough. I mean, if you had this sort of, dispute, for example, last time, if you had that with anybody that wasn't, somebody so similar, so close that you could feel like sort of similar to a parent in terms of, attachment, yeah, I think she would be fine by now. The relationship only went sour after last year. Oh, yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, only after he and Madoka.
マドカ君のことでは君にすまないと思っている。
You have some reservations about the relationship between Madoka and I, and I'm sorry about
年がい
that.
もなくと責められるのも
Yeah,
もちろん
well,
承
of
知の上だ。
course.
だが
However. Yeah, this is really quite funny. Yamaoki, he definitely tried it out, just trying to get her into the police force, and it worked, oh my God. But yeah, that is a really quite good opportunity to, promote everything that they do. Oh, that's really quite nice, yeah.
So その件では謝ってもらいたくないです。
interested in receiving an apology. Well, they can't exactly break out the relationship.
それを聞いたらあの子きっと悲しむと思いますから。
If she heard about it, it would only make her depressed.
そうだな。
Indeed. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Yamaoki only said that and understood everything. Yeah, fair. Madoka had already decided to marry Yamaoki. If you felt any shame about it now, it could be seen as looking down on Madoka's feelings. Oh, yeah, that's understandable. And I mean, definitely if he apologised and then, obviously, word got out to Madoka that he's actually apologised for it. Yeah, that wouldn't be very good. That would be the worst time. No matter what she was thinking, she already had made up on the... Yeah. And I mean, it is actually really quite weird that, you know, this person is... It's just really quite surprising that these people are, you know, the ones that, you know, really have it for each other, but they are. It's just really quite surprising, though. I mean, it really is always quite weird just seeing, you know, the age difference and then just seeing how well they're getting along with each other. I mean, you would never normally expect to get with a person like
むしろ
30 years.
感情的になって意固地
Oh,
になって
yeah.
あなた
Yeah, I
に
really
失礼
like
なことを言
that.
ってきたことは謝らせてくださ
Yes,
い
it's really quite interesting because this would have never happened in, you know, the other times where, for example, in the times of 1983, we've seen before. I really wonder how, you know, after the guest disaster are actually going to have changed because of this. I mean, not really much would have changed, but still. Yeah.
あなたはずっと私にとって
Oh my God, yeah, definitely.
父のような存在
You've
でし
always
たか
been
ら
like a father to
自
me.
分でもどう対応していいかがわからなくて
Oh, yeah.
つい
Hmm.
甘えてしまっていたのだと思います
So I don't think so I think I didn't know how to handle it and ended up acting like a small guy. I mean, that is actually understandable that she says that. I mean, yeah, I suppose you could interpret it like that.
いや、それは気に
No,
しな
don't
くてい
worry
い。
about it.
むしろ私
In
は
fact, I've been all alone until
この年
recently.
まで独り身だったからな。
Yeah, wow.
親子ゲームのようなやりとりもなかなかに楽しいものだ。
Experiment in child games are rather fun. Yeah, don't worry. Smile awkwardly, but attention lay elsewhere. She made certain of it right here and now. This is a great opportunity to ask Yamagi about the rumours about his feelings and his feelings for Madoka. Oh, that would actually be a fair point. But at the same time, it's an angel more because you really have a discussion so serious. Yeah, do you truly love Madoka? Did Madoka ask you to do something for me? Did Yamagi had to know about the rumours regarding him and Madoka? If he asked about it, if she asked about it, he would probably give a straight answer. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's the bad thing, though. I mean, obviously, she really wants to know, but yeah, especially when they're close to marrying as well. I mean, the fact that they're marrying, I think that just really shows that it's genuine. And, you know, Madoka is a really, really nice and good person. She wouldn't just marry somebody just because of things like this.
やっぱり聞けないや
He's also a genuine person. In the end, I can't ask. Yeah, so Tomoe ended up swallowing the impulse and opted to ask him about something else.
山沖所長
Chief Yamagi,
あなたに
there's something I need to
お
ask you.
伺いしたいことがありま
Oh,
す
so she's still asking about something.
Hmm?
前からいつか機会があれば知りたいと思っていた
Oh,
こと
there's
です
something I wanted to ask you whenever an opportunity came
正
up.
直に聞かせてください
Oh,
何かね。
what is it?
あなたが去年警視庁の公安からこの柿内に来て今年になって私も呼んでくださったのは
Came to Tokihogushi from the public safety division of the Metropolitan Police Department last. Yeah. And you invited me here this
父
year.
の件で何か進展があったということですか
Oh, yeah, that's actually really quite interesting. Yeah, is it because of some sort of progress on my father's case?
おう
That'd actually be really quite interesting if that was the case. It's really quite funny because this, especially at the beginning, it just really looks as if it could be, you know, the thing that she actually didn't have the courage to ask him, you know, the thing that she thought was too disrespectful to ask about. Is the love really true, or is it just, you know, being done with the intent of having Tomoe at the police station? Ever so slightly. Namaki furrowed his eyebrows and stared straight ahead directly at Tomoe. However, she couldn't read anything from his facial expression. God, that is surprising.
どうしてそう考
Why
え
do you
る
think that?
だってそうでもなければ私が関東管区局から
Interesting, yeah.
中部管区局に移動になった理由がわかり
In
ま
other
せ
words,
ん
I can't think of a reason for transferring from a station in the Kanto region to the Chibu region.
事例としてはあまりないと
That's actually really cool.
何人かの関係者からも聞きました
Several other related parties say there aren't many precedents for that. Oh. That's really well surprising. Executive candidate police officers are often transferred to various locations to gather experience as part of their training. However, the fact that Tomoe was transferred from the Kanto region to the Chibu region was an exceptional case that could only be accomplished with a very strong request. Oh, right. Interesting. He raised his glass of coffee to his mouth and carefully stared at Tomoe as he took a sip. Her eyes just like looked just like they did back when Oishi first introduced him to her.
Tomoe-kun.
Oh my. Oh, poor her. Oh god, it's probably just because, you know, they've obviously mentioned her father, so yeah, she's probably really quite upset. Oh god, that is unfortunate. Yeah.
Hi.
Tomoe felt a little surprised by the response. Oh, it had been a long time since he had referred to her by her first name. Oh, right. That's actually really quite surprising. I suppose that just shows how serious it
君
is.
はまだ両親の仇を
I
追
mean,
う
she
つもりか
is.
ね
Genuinely, yeah. Are you still chasing the person who killed your parents?
当然です
Of course. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
恨んでいるか犯人を
Yeah. So you still hold a grudge against the perpetrator? Tomoe quietly bit her lip. There was no need to answer. Her expression made it abundantly clear. Oh, yeah, definitely. She must be filled with hatred.
もう11年だ
Yeah, it's been 11 years, but she's still doing it.
ユウスケも十分によく
Oh my
や
god,
った
yeah,
と
definitely. I think Yusuke would
君
be
のことを
proud of
誇り
what
に
you've
思う
accomplished.
だろうもうそろそろ自分の人生を取り戻してもいいんじゃないのか
Isn't it
ね
about time to move on with your life? That's actually really quite interesting. I mean, even though it does show dedication and it just show the possibility that maybe it will happen. I mean, it has been 11 years and maybe what's actually been going on in Kakuyochi Airport in June on Wednesday. Yeah, maybe that's past. Yeah,
これ
interesting.
が私の今の全てなんです
Yeah, right now this is everything.
両親が殺された事件を解決しな
Oh
い
yeah,
限り
yeah, that's understandable.
前に
Yeah,
は
I
進め
can't
ないん
move
です
forward until we settle my parents' murder.
君はそう思い込もうとしていないか
Is that what you're trying to convince yourself of?
え
Convinced? That's actually really quite surprising. I wonder, you never thought about it in those words. And honestly, deep down she felt insulted. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, she's following the case of her parents' murder, trying to find the person responsible. That was the goal she set for herself, even before deciding to become a police officer. Yeah. God, that's actually really quite surprising. So even before she was a detective, she wanted to do this. God. Yeah. Oh my god, definitely. Yeah. It was Tomoe's. Yeah, he really doesn't realise the urgency, I'm assuming. It was Tomoe's greatest dream and aspiration, not some weak sentiment she had to convince herself of. Yeah, why did he say it like that? Yeah.
いやすまんな
No, sorry.
変な意味ではなかったのだが
Didn't mean anything weird by that, so
顔を
don't
しない
make
でくれ
that face. Oh, she must be really cool. Tomoe quickly turned away as Yamawaki said with a bitter smile on his face. What kind of face was she making? Oh my gosh, she probably just made either a really annoyed face, or it's really quite funny, she probably didn't even realise she was doing so, but yeah, she probably really did some sort of angry thing. She probably really pressed her eyebrows down.
残念だが進展は何もない。とりあえず君が捜査するにあたってここにいた方がいいと思っただけだ。
そうですか。
I see. Even though she nodded to him, she still wasn't convinced. Yeah, it does kind of sound like a runaway answer. I mean, yeah, it just seems too simple. Why did he think it was better, for example? First off, if the intent was to make investigating her father's case easier, Tomoe could have simply been transferred to Prefectural Police HQ in Aichi rather than Kakiuchi Station. Not to mention, Yamawaki had no reason to abandon his normal job and take a place in this town. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Nevertheless, this man had been hiding something this whole time. Yeah, I really want to... Could you imagine if he actually knows something about the case? Because now that we think about it, it is actually really quite odd that, you know, he's abandoned his job. Secondly, he's actually gone near Kakiuchi Airport, coincidentally, where the father was found, to have, you know, written something in the notebook. Yeah, Tomoe still couldn't understand his intentions.
話はそれだけかね。
Is that all you have to say?
すみませんでした。
Sorry for
変な
asking
ことを
something
お
so
伺いして
weird.
特急の時間も近いので失礼してもよろしいでしょうか。
Would you please excuse me? Oh, that's actually really quite annoying that, you know, we weren't able to see, you know, his true intentions. Yeah, I really wonder what they are. Maybe it was just because, I'm gonna be honest, maybe it could just be because Yamawaki wanted to see Tomoe and wanted to, I don't know, work on... Maybe Yamawaki felt so much of an attachment to the father that, you know, he wanted to work with his daughter or something like that. I don't know. It is still quite odd. So I'm assuming IT is actually a little bit closer to Kakiuchi Airport than Kakiuchi Station is. Sounds very contradictory, but okay. Like, why would a place that's literally in the same region, like Kakiuchi obviously, be further away than a place in a different region? Aichi. Weird. I don't know, maybe not region, but city? I don't know, big town? I think big town is probably more likely. Yeah, town. Yeah, with Yamawaki's consent, Tomoe rose to her feet, and then she walked out of the store without looking back. Yeah, God, that sound kind of scared me.
No, Yusuke. お前の娘は悪いところまでお前にそっくりだな。
Your daughter was just like you down to all your worst traits. Oh, that's interesting, that. She left the sort of sun was beginning to set.
あっちが日比谷公園だから近くの駅まで歩くか。
That's Hibiya Park right there, so I should be able to walk to the next station. Alright, this is the first time in Tokyo in a long time, so the buildings look a little different. But the Kasumigaseki district was lined with government office buildings, so she had no doubt about where she was. Oh, right. Kasumigaseki is the business district of Tokyo, I think. I remember hearing that word when we were actually looking about, you know, the corruption of Tokyo, how they would... I think it was funds that were flowing from Kasumigaseki, obviously that were distributed by the government to that place to, you know, various organisations. But people were funneling off those funds just for their own intentions, and then slush funds as well, I remember that. Although she was feeling a little lost, heading to a police box to ask for directions would Oh yeah, understandable. Yeah, would reflect poorly on her as a detective. So she resolved to to reach her destination all on her own. Oh, that's actually going to be really quite difficult. She is stubborn, but yeah, she kind of brought it on her. That's actually really quite surprising. So police boxes actually exist in Japan. What do they look like? What the fuck? Hang on a second, look at this. This is actually really quite cool. Right, if we just go here. Look at this! That's actually really quite cool. I mean, it definitely doesn't look like the one that's, you know, let's just say it's blue and is used for a certain supernatural time traveling show. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look like the ones we're used to. Head cooled off as she walked and she started to feel... Oh... to make her body feel heavy. What about? Is it just maybe about like not inquiring about what she could have fully... I mean, to be fair, you know, her good side really got the best of her. Maybe she should have stretched her boundaries a little bit, but yeah. I wonder if there's actually going to be another opportunity like this. She really did have a good opportunity there, but she completely made it go. Even though it was a golden opportunity, she didn't have the courage to step up. Yeah, and she thought it would be a bad thing to do potentially, so she just didn't. In the end, maybe I just don't believe in them. Yeah, that's interesting. That I mean, that's actually fair enough judging by the age, and also I suppose she just doesn't really believe that, you know, a person that Tomoe would have thought more of as a mentor as opposed to more of as a mentor and a really admirable man, you know, marrying her younger sister. I mean, it's just really quite weird. I thought started to make her feel depressed. Oh, in that case, it would have been better to make a big scene opposing their marriage. Interesting that she thinks so. Huh? Oh wow. God, this really is quite something, this. Oh my god, that looks so detailed. Oh god. Oh, that must actually be really quite sad, you know, just feeling that much regret. It's so awful when you feel that. When your legs shake as well, fucking hell, that's the worst, especially when you're trying to walk. Jesus Christ. Just outside the station, the hustle and bustle of cars coming and going was quieter than expected, and instead she could hear the loud sound of a microphone, and the large number of people walking on the sidewalk stopped to turn their attention at someone. Only eligible voters in transit. Please excuse the disturbance. What? She finally reached the front of the crowd and got a good view. The loud noise was coming from an election campaign car. Oh, come on, think of it. Elections are coming up at the end of the year. Oh, right. Interesting. I mean, I know you're all busy. I would just like to borrow a moment if everyone's precious. Why would you say that in an announcement? Naturally, people start walking to turn towards the sound of this loud voice, and then after looking at the party and candidate names written on the banner on the side of the car, as I'm assuming walking, yeah, fair enough, yeah. But those who were at least a little bit interested to continue listening. Thank you very much for listening. Yeah, you definitely have to have a lot of endurance to listen to something like this. Now everyone, let me ask you this. Can you truly say that you're satisfied with the healthcare and the pharmaceutical business in your country?
現在さまざまな医薬品が一般のご家庭向けに販売されておりますが、その価格は高く、また効能も不確定のまま、余つさえ副作用の危険もはらんでおります。
I am genuinely surprised that these people were literally allowed to, you know, get a massive loudspeaker in a really quite busy city, and then they're just allowed to promote their political party. I mean, that is really quite something. Hmm.
それらの問題点を解決するため、製薬会社や医学学会、そして研究所の方々が日夜血の滲むような臨床試験を重ねておりますが、
In order to solve those problems, pharmaceutical companies, medical experts, and laboratory staff have been working themselves to the bone, carrying out clinical trials day and night. Yeah.
残念ながら最先端の知識と技術を誇る欧米諸国にはまだまだ及ぶべくもないというのが現状です。
Unfortunately, the way things are now, we'll never reach the level of knowledge and state-of-the-art technology present in the Western countries.
そのため、これまで我が国の多くの医療機関では輸入製剤に頼るところが大きかったのですが、それは医薬品に含まれる副作用を正確に把握できないデメリットを生じさせます。
For that reason, many Japanese medical institutions have been relying on imported pharmaceuticals, but that approach has been the disadvantage that we can't accurately grasp the potential side effects of the
大
medicine.
変悲しいことではございますが、先年には皆様の記憶にも新しいローウェル社の薬害問題がございました。
It's a very sad thing, but I'm sure everyone still remembers the disastrous side effects brought by Logo Inc. last year. What is Logo Inc? Is this actually something that exists? Still in a place. Oh yeah, now we're going to get information. Yeah, the Logo incident. Logo Inc. is one of the largest businesses in its home country and regarded as one of the top 3 in the world among the pharmaceutical. Jesus Christ. That's insane. Patients who took drugs manufactured by Logo started suffering. Jesus. Started suffering intense fevers one after another, sometimes with fatal results. The medicine was manufactured and sold with the purpose of treating mental disorders, but even from the start, there were questions about the source ingredients, and experts were speaking out in the name of public safety. Interesting. That's insane. Yeah, interesting. I really wonder if there is quite a lot of corruption going on here. I wonder if they're maybe using cheaper ingredients, and even though they're completely having awful effects on people. Yeah, cheaper ingredients, guys. Less costs. Nevertheless, it passed through the preliminary tests rather easily and began circulation as a medical product. And in part due to the credibility of Logo's corporate. Oh, yeah, interesting. So they can use their brand image to actually promote. Yeah, but more than that, the key personnel into the Pharmaceutical Safety Bureau and the executive management received kickbacks as a show of gratitude. The bribery came to light after a whistleblower made public accusations. And at the same time, they tried to cover it up, but once the series of patient deaths came to light, it became a massive scandal that destroyed the credibility of the medical world at the time. An unfortunate accident, yeah, the lives lost. Oh my god, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. The lives lost couldn't be so easily cleaned up, but the wrongdoers still line their pockets. Things have stabilised by now, but the cabinet at the time was completely collapsed. Oh yeah. And the situation developed in a way that the majority of seats abandoned the major ruler building. Wow. Interesting, so I'm assuming people would have lost interest in that company because obviously they realise how unethical they could potentially be, and how much of a mystery they may have behind them. So, yeah, obviously the bribers would have been interested in, you know, bribing for a company that they're probably not going to be able to get much out of just because of it not being fully ethical. Interesting. After that, the review board researchers, public welfare officials, and pharmaceutical company executives involved in the incident were arrested and prosecuted. Wow. God, that's really surprising. And several lawsuits were conducted by the victims. Oh, yeah, understandable, yeah. God, that really is something. I mean, it is actually really quite nice. This medicine, you know, this medicine probably would have been sold throughout the entire country. I mean, Jesus, they must have had so much when people actually realised they could, you know, their company's medicine could potentially be a little bit off. I mean, I wonder if, could you imagine if there was no malicious intent, but just because they were using, you know, cheap ingredients, they were actually, you know, having really bad effects on people. Maybe the source ingredients could actually be things that, as opposed to combat mental illness, sort of start it by, you know, giving the body side effects like flu. In addition to that, a former member of the Public Welfare Office in Parliament was arrested for their involvement behind the scenes. God, that's insane. And the trial was scheduled for next year. Public Welfare Office, and yet he's being arrested for, you know, things that would basically, let's just say they would tamper with the public welfare. Yeah. However, for most people, it's a thing of the past. Yeah, and the ruling party eliminated key personnel and rebuilt itself in order to portray themselves as an unrelated double. Oh, right. Interesting. I wonder what this has. The campaign official standing atop the electron. The election, Carr continued fervently discussing her opinions with the audience. Yeah, that wasn't a discussion, it was a one-sided round. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, yeah. Because her eyes weren't facing the audience, but towards the red carpet beyond them.
そしてこの度、参議院選挙の冬の陣に参ります、安川稔の応援演説で、現内閣で厚生大臣を務める千葉明彦議員にお越しいただきました。
So that's what it has to do with... Oh, I thought it said Akihito. Yeah, not the names we know. And at this time, please welcome the current Minister of Health and Welfare, Akihiko Chiba, and who is supporting Yasukawa Minoru in the upcoming winter House of Commissioners election. Everyone, thank you for listening so patiently. As the thunderous applause rang out, Tomoe slowly gazed up at the white-haired man standing atop the election car holding microphones in both hands. She'd seen him on TV several times. He was the head of the major ruling party and was originally from the Ministry of Health and Welfare. He often appeared holding a large pipe and had a burning passion for medical reform. And if the House of Councillors elections proceeded the way they're leaning, the House of Representatives elections next year would be completely settled. That's why a big shot like him was supporting this, to give himself more name and recognition for his own campaign. Oh,
こちらにおります安川が先ほど申し上げました通り、我が国の医療制度には未だ課題が山積しております。
Yasukawa has actually said there were still many problems within our medical system. course, Tomoe watches TV. I mean, maybe she doesn't watch TV, to be fair. It could just be on in the background, or for example, the restroom in the... Well, when I say restroom, I mean a room for resting in the bathroom, but yeah, the break room for the interior of the police station. The inside of the police station, even.
そもそも病気というものは目に見えるものだけではない。
Oh yeah, definitely.
心にも影響を与える。
First and foremost, illness isn't merely a physical ailment. It can also affect the mind.
故にそれらを物理的に軽減し、あるいは解消するものが存在すれば、それを求めたいと思う気持ちは当然
I
のも
believe
の
it's
と考
only
えま
natural
す。
for us to seek the means to alleviate or really solve these problems.
しかし今、日本にはそれらを研究するための設備、そしてノウハウが少
Well,
なすぎる。
Japan currently lacks the necessary research facilities
これ
and
らを
know-how.
解決してこそ、欧米諸国にも被験する近代国家としての存在意義があり、国民の皆さんの悲願でもあります。
Only after solving these problems can our nation reach a modern level comparable to Western countries. That's my dearest wish for our citizens.
相変わらず
Yeah, incomprehensible as usual. No, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I see grimace from the throbbing of her eardrums. Tomoe made her way through the intently listening crowd. Oh yeah, understandable. I mean, that must be really fucking hard. First of all, it was hard to trust the word of somebody talking about our nation and citizens. After all, they do whatever they want and just make it sound good to plausibly justify their action. Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, it may sound good, but do they really care? I mean, to be fair, she did actually say that he has a massive passion for it, but at the same time, does he also have a passion for that? Does he have a... what does he have a passion for? That or, you know, getting the most profit out of this campaign? Who knows? Arguing this for the sake of others is one thing, but actually doing it in practice is a big deal. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, doing this would be countrywide. You know, the improvement of medicine and yeah. But when it doesn't go well for these people, they won't admit their mistake. Yeah, interesting. That they don't have the courage to go back and start over. Yeah, when have you once seen a politician admit their mistakes to, you know, an audience? It's completely selfish to run away, but isn't it odd how these people don't hold, yeah, them accountable? It's interesting. That.
Wait
a second, what? Who is this? Huh? Just then a man wearing a suit and passing out flowers looked up at Tomoe with a surprised expression. Oh, and after carefully examining her face, she suddenly began to smile.
Ah,
who the fuck is this? Oh, it's really you, Minai. It's been so long. Are you doing well? Who is this? Yeah, she ambiguously nodded and embarrassingly scratched her head and neck while thinking, who is it? Yeah. Well, Tomoe caught her breath as soon as she remembered.
Senpai? Tsukada senpai desu ka?
Tsukada senpai? Hang on a sec, you've got to be kidding me. Is this person a teacher?
Or maybe
is it just somebody that's really high up? Hold on, have you forgotten about me? That's a little depressing.
そりゃわかんないですよ。
Oh yeah, of course I didn't know it was you.
なんか見違えちゃったし。
I could hardly recognize you. Oh, well, saying that, Tomoe took another look at the young man. Tsukada or Samu.
本当に
Yeah, seriously, I couldn't recognize him. Who is this guy? Oh my god, damn! That really, wow, that really is quite something. He was a senior on the high school track and field team, an ace at short distance running. Oh, he regularly competed in national competitions and he was popular around the school. He was popular around the school. Tomoe had made memories of the time. Even when she decided to quit the track team, he persuaded her to reconsider until the oh right, yeah. And even after she officially withdrew, they still stayed close and talked with each other. That's really nice, yeah. Yeah, it's nice that, you know, now the track's gone, the situation they have together isn't gone. Nonetheless, they become separated after Tomoe entered Higurashi University and they lost contact. Oh,
それにしても塚田先輩、
yeah, anyway, what are you doing
今
now,
は
Tsubasa
何をや
senpai?
っておられるんですか？
Yeah. Oh,
俺か
me?
聞いて驚け
Feast your ears on this.
実は今とある大吉先生の秘書を務めているのさ
Actually, I'm working as the secretary of a certain congress.
とある
Certain
to-
what? yeah. What is it? Oh my god! Then Tomoe looked at the flyers in his hand, and then there she saw the face of the Minister of Health and Welfare, Chiba, who was giving the speech on the election card just a moment ago.
ひょっとして
Oh my
この
god!
千葉厚生大臣の？
That's insane!
その通り
Wow.
この千葉先生の第二秘書ってわけだ
Of course he has more than
と
one.
言ってもこうやってビラ配りに精を出しているあたり
yeah,
様
fair
にはなっ
enough.
ていないけど
That
な
must be really quite boring, but like, so that's insane. That is such a position though. Jesus Christ. It's really quite funny. The people on the track and field team, they didn't do anything related to athletic careers, but they definitely did fucking well in their life. Wow. She needs to be careful about her train though. She's going to miss it if she has a conversation that's really long.
"そんなことないですよ。
Don't say
か
that.
っこいいです。とって
Yeah,
も
it's。really cool. No, I agree. Yeah. Tomoe responded from the bottom of that. Yeah. I can't think of it. Tsukada, once did say he was pursuing the Department of Political Science and Economics because he wanted to become a politician. Yeah. That's insane. Though. I mean, he really is working up. The college he ended up attending was a high-ranking private university that has produced a lot of Congress members in the past. Oh, right. That really is a good place to go then. Wow. But the enrollment fee was higher than. Oh, yeah.
夢に向かって頑張ってるんですね。
Yeah, I couldn't agree
すご
more.
いです
Yeah. You're doing your best to pursue your dreams. That's
この
amazing.
調子だと議員先生になる日も近そうですね。
Yeah. At the rate you'll become a legislator yourself before long.
それはまだまだ
Still a long ways
今は
out.
ひたすら先生のカバン持ちとビラ配りで勉強中さ
That's really quite nice, yeah. For now, I'm just carrying the boss's bags, passing out flies and studying.
ところでミナイは今
What
何や
are
っ
you
て
up
る
to
の
nowadays?
あ、私は
She hesitated for a moment. After listening to that whole campaign speech, somehow she couldn't bring herself to say I'm a detective.
ちょっと今日は出張で東京に出てきまして
Yeah, I've been talking to you today for a brief business
今
trip.
は愛知の柿内ってところで働いています。
Right now I'm working in Tokihogushi, IT Prefecture.
柿内
Tokihogushi?
へえそうなん
Oh, I
だ
see.
千葉先生の地元からも近いんだな
Oh, let's go to Chiba Sensei's hometown.
え
Oh, really?
そうなんですか？
Come to think of it, she did seem to recall seeing him on a poster somewhere in town. Oh, right. However, she didn't realise he was a congressman as important as the Minister of Health and Welfare. Yeah, that is really quite surprising. I mean, Minister of Health and Welfare, that is such a high position. I mean, that seriously is ridiculous to be working for him.
俺も来年からは選挙活動でお国入りする予定だから、ひょっとしたらどこかで会えるかもな。なんて。
I'm scheduled to meet up. I'm scheduled to head to that area for next year's campaign, so maybe we can meet up somewhere. What do you say?
もし会えたら今度は飯でも食おうぜ。
If we meet up, let's have a meal next time.
相変わらずですね、先輩は。
You're the same as ever, senpai.
相変わらずなのはお前の方だよ。
If anyone's the same as ever, it's
ス
you.
ーツ姿で遠くから見てもすぐに分かったしさ。
Yeah, even though you were wearing a suit and at a distance, I recognized you immediately. Oh, and then a voice came from a short distance away shouting Takata-san. Oh, that's actually really quite funny. I wonder if she's really not that changed that much in terms of looks since she was, you know, track and field age. Probably 17 at the very most. Takata quickly responded to that. Cool. Then Rustin reached into his pocket and pulled out a business card holder.
まあ悪いな。俺この後用事があるから。
Sorry, I have business to attend to after this.
これ、俺の名刺。もしよかったら、暇な時にでも連絡してくれよ。
Nice if you like. Feel free to contact me in your spare time. Oh. Takata placed a business card into Tomoe's hand as he said that, then quickly walked off. Then his bag was swallowed by the crowd in the blink of an eye.
変わらない。
Haven't changed at all, huh? Yeah, probably. I mean, but at the same time, that is so not true. She really has done. That's probably just social etiquette without any special meaning. However, at this particular moment, Tomoe felt like it was admonishing her for her inability to move on from the bar. Oh, yeah, that really is bad timing, yeah. Oh, Grandma.
だよ。今上野駅出たとこ。
Yeah, that's right. I'm leaving the station
仕事
now.
終わったから。これからそっちさ向かうところだっ
My
ぺ。
work is complete, so I'll be heading over shortly.
え？
Yeah, right.
だね。特急乗っかりついでいくから。着くのは10時くらいだっぺか。
I'm taking the express train, so I'll arrive around 10 o'clock. That'll be fun.
大丈夫だね。もう子供じゃねえんだか
I'm
ら。
not a child
鍵
anymore.
持ってるから。先に寝ててよ。そんじゃ。
I have a key so you can head to bed early. Anyway, later. Oh, so I wonder what she's actually doing there. I suppose she's just going to, you know, she's on holiday. She's gonna, well, she's on a little bit of a break. She's gonna see her grandma probably. After hanging up the receiver on the public phone, Tomoe grabbed the remaining 10 yen coin from the coin return and put it in her pocket. And just as she turned around, an announcement came out that the train was arriving in the station. Yeah, nice one. Is it me or this really just looks like a scene that something really terrible could happen on? I don't know why, it just does. By the way, how are there so many new scenes for this chapter? Like, seriously. They really have excelled. What does that say? Oh, does that say arriving at the station? That cannot say 1v1ing at the stat. Yeah. Because that's genuinely what I thought it said, firstly. I don't know how, but okay. There was a holiday, there weren't a lot of people in the car, perhaps because of the late hour. Yep, that would definitely explain it. Yeah, I'm actually really quite surprised to hear that it's 10 PM. She sat down at a designated seat by the window and set her bag down on the seat next to her. Then she leaned back against the backrest to get comfortable and spread open the tabloid she bought at the station shop. Oh, the page she right, the page. That's actually really quite coincidental. That she opened the page she opened had the page of Minister Chiba who was giving that speech earlier. A massive headline was written next to the picture saying, "Promoting medical reform, proposing measures to reduce burden on elderly."
こんなに有名な先生なら先輩が先生様になる日も近い
Yeah,
かも
my
ね。
god, yeah. If it's really such a famous legislator, then maybe it wouldn't be long at all before Senpai becomes a legislator himself. Jesus Christ, the legislature is a person that makes laws. Yeah, because I have heard of legislations, but I never really bothered to see what the exact meaning was. But beyond that, she no longer had any feelings for Takada. Oh, interesting. So maybe she was aspiring to become a boyfriend. Seeing him for the first time in a while and seeing that he was just as the same as always reminded her of the day they... Oh, God. Damn.
もう G1 レースの時期か。
I was really down for the G1 race, huh? Intended to change the mood, Tomoe looked down on the page in front of her and saw something about horse racing. She wasn't very fond of gambling, but she did follow horse racing since she was young. Both as a way to kill time and to have a topic to discuss with family. Oh, that's really quite funny there, yeah. That's actually really quite interesting. I'm quite surprised that she would spend that much time learning about something where you can just like, not what's the point? In fact, making carefree predictions about the outcome can kill an hour. Oh yeah, understandable, yeah. Just as well as a crossword puzzle without any boredom. She does crossword puzzles. Oh my god, that's sad. So it was the last thing she looked forward to, and from the evening paper.
ま、しばらくは京都開催だから中山は空いてるだろうし。
But they've been holding it in Kyoto for a while now, so Nakayama shouldn't be
明
very
日馬
crowded.
券買いに行ってもいいかな。
Oh. I wonder if I can buy some teas tomorrow. Oh. What? Hang on a second, what? Just then, the moment Tomoe turned the page and casually noticed a local news article, all thoughts completely vanished from Tomoe's mind.
嘘。
It can't be. Oh! Hang on a sec, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Does Tomoe know this person? What was written there was a story of a patient who fell from a local hospital. However, the name... Oh my god! So she was one of the people that actually investigated that! Oh, however, the name of the patient who died in the accident was one she would never forget. It was a boy who she had interviewed before, a victim of the Schooldale campus assault incident. Oh, now that is surprising. Of course he has a connection. To be honest, sometimes I really think that the connections in these stories, they're really, it's just ridiculous how much, like, things actually, you know, interweave with each other and how much chance has actually happened so that could actually be possible. But at the same time, I mean, it is fair enough. I mean, she was an Ibaraki police officer beforehand, and it's just events that made everything lead out to how this is. Oh, right. This is gonna be weird. Oh my god, that's actually going to be really quite interesting. Yeah, so now Tomoe knows about that. I wonder if she's going to investigate it. Maybe she feels, you know, she feels such a duty between the people that she's actually talked to. So she's going to want to uncover the truth of this person's death. She does have a vacation, to be fair, so maybe she is going to do this just as an optional thing. God. Special lecture regarding the solution to psychopathology in modern times on Wednesday, December 22nd at 4:40 p.m. The special lecture regarding the solution to psychopathology in modern times will be held in the Psyche General Hospital Building A in the Grand Hall on the 5th floor. Oh, interesting. Could Lena potentially have been in that hospital while she was treated? Who knows? The conflicts in human relationships arising from lack of communication and in response to sudden changes in environment will continue to be explored. Alleviating the stress accumulated in these situations is a complex problem that can't be resolved with mere relaxation. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Mr. Chiba, who had been contributing to the advancement of psychopathology both domestically and abroad for many years as part of the Ministry of Health and Welfare Policy Bureau will introduce the latest innovations in medication to address this problem. Oh. God, I really wonder what the significance of this is. Yeah, but that just really shows how much he's actually trying to improve all of the, you know, improve the research and the discovery people actually have into these healthcare related things. Oh yeah, I couldn't agree more with this, though. Furthermore, he is the author of The Value of Medication in Psychopathology. Why is it by Okinomiya Publishing? Oh my god, why are there so many connections? I think there are just a little bit too many, to be honest, but like still, that's just so coincidental. Day and time, Wednesday, December 22nd, 4:40 to 5:40 p.m. Oh, location, Saiki General Hospital, Building A, 5th floor, gravel. Interesting that... That's actually really quite interesting that it's in the Saiki Hospital as well. I wonder if that's actually going to have any significance with the things we know. Presenter Chibaaki Hiro. Capacity 300. God, that is insane. Entry fee 3,000 yen. How many pounds is that? 50? Oh, 16 quid. Right. Sponsor, Chiba Pharmaceutical Manufacturing and Sales Association. Co-sponsor, IT Prefecture. Oh, IT, interesting. Alright. Participation requirements. Please come directly on the specified day. No advance application required. Please leave a business card at the reception table. Yeah, interesting that you have to leave a business card. You have to be somebody of importance to go there. For more information, contact the Secretary of the Chiba Pharmaceutical Manufacturing and Sales Association. I've never seen these weird sort of, you know, boxes beforehand. This is extra intended for university rankings of staff. Media coverage is prohibited. Oh, interesting. That's all. Interesting. So I really wonder what significance this is actually going to have. I kind of get the impression that Nena is definitely going to have some sort of connection to this because, yeah, you could definitely describe her behaviour as, yeah. I kind of hate to use the term, but very psychopathic. Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be really quite interesting just seeing what significance that has. And, oh my god, we're really going to... The source of the story is finally going to begin. It was quite nice, you know, seeing everything beforehand, but, yeah, I just really want the story to start now. It's going to be really quite exciting just to see what's actually going to happen. So, yeah, I'm going to end today. Really hope you guys enjoyed. And, yeah, it's actually really quite fun today. It was really interesting learning about stuff related to Yamaoki and... yeah, it's obviously fun seeing the Angel Mort stuff. And yeah, it was really quite cool. I just gotta move this because it's pissing me off. There we are. Yeah, it was quite cool learning about Tomoe and, you know, father as well. And yeah, it was pretty fun. Yeah, some of it I just didn't really get what significance it actually had. But I think we're definitely going to discover it. Like, for example, you know, the election thing. That was quite cool seeing, like, you know, an old friend from Tomoe. It was also quite interesting seeing Oishi's involvement, and I really do wonder how this, you know, relationship between Madoka and Yamaoki is going to prevent what's the word? Progress within this story. I wonder if it's actually going to be made better, or maybe Tomoe is going to screw it up. Who knows? It's going to be really quite something. Yeah, and I also just wonder. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I know that, but yeah, I can't exactly put my finger on what. Which is a little bit of a skill issue if you ask me. I don't know, I forgot. Well, I'm sure it will never come back to me because I will completely forget. See you guys.